Hello everyone. Good evening. So after 1 week, we are going to have live today. So now we are gonna see about questions from the Neet book. So this is 11th chapter, 11th standard chapter. So first chapter from first volume, diversity in living world. So, okay, let's wait for a few minutes. So, I'll give you some important tips about NEET. So, okay, basically, NEET exam is being written for MBBS. NEET exam has been written for the doctor aimed persons. So, we have a totally 720 we have a totally 180 questions. Each question carries 3 marks, so totally 720 marks. So now shall we start our live? Okay, let's start. Okay, so now we'll go with class 11th, volume 1, first chapter, diversity in living world. Okay, what do you mean living world? Living world consists of all the living organism, living matters and non-living matters is known as living world. So okay, some important points. Actually, this is a neat book, which a neat book. From this, I am going to say you and some tips, some notes. So note down all. So okay. Being alive is defined, just a second, got blurred. Just we'll wait for a few more minutes. Okay. Okay. Okay, just for a few minutes we'll wait. Okay. Okay. Hello everyone. Just within 5 minutes our live stream is going to be started. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Okay. Being alive is defined as a unique, complex organization of molecules expressing itself through chemical reactions, which lead to growth, development, responsiveness, adaptation, and reproduction. Okay, what just I'm going to say you only the important points, none other from that. Okay, what the first para says is being alive. An alive person or alive any living creature has some unique characters and some complex organization, the forming of all cells and tissues like molecules and chemical reaction which takes place during metabolism process, and some which chemical hormone secretion, that is known as chemical reaction, which leads to growth, development, some responsiveness, some adaptation and reproduction. Those chemical reactions like growth, to the length of the growth, development, all secondary sexual developments and responsiveness. If anyone touches us, immediately we'll respond to them. Then adaptation, we are adapted to our parents, we are adapted by the surrounding environment. And reproduction which leads to growth. So, being alive of any living organism has some unique and complex organization of molecules. Okay, then each living organism has certain distinctive functions and features that separate it from non-living things. We have more and more a long and how to say and more difference between a living organism and non-living matter. Living organisms have some distinctive functions which is separated from non-living things, such as growth. Living organism has, living organisms doesn't have any growth. Reproduction is only seen in living organism. Metabolic functions also. Then cellular organization, movement and locomotion, adaptability, respiration, homeostasis, ability to sense. All these characters are only seen in living organism which is separated as from non-living matter. So growth which is permanent, irreversible increase in mass, determinant, example humans, or indeterminate, example plants, in multicellular organisms, and increase in number of individuals in unicellular ones. So okay, growth, a person when he grows, by lengthwise, by height wise, if he grows, he doesn't reduces his height, so it is an irreversible process. Then by weight can be reduced as there are by having some diets, by exercises, by meditations. So but height can't be reduced, only we can increase our height. Then reproduction is used for continuity of a special species. Okay, metabolic functions. What is mean by metabolic? All our food which we taken is broken down into the small molecules, and it is digested, and some energies are taken from that. So that process, breaking down of molecules, is known as metabolism, and building up of a molecules is known as catabolism. Look at here. Okay, somewhat the video is blurred, so I'll just say you only the points. Okay, adaptability to increase survival rate. Adaptation, we are adapted to our parents, adapted to the surroundings. Okay, respiration, inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. Respiration also used for energy generation. Aerobic respiration, oxygen presence, anaerobic, absence of oxygen. Maintenance of homeostasis in body. Homeostasis is nothing but steady. Living organisms have some steady of their in their body. Consciousness, ability to sense. Only the living creatures have the ability to sense, smell, they can hear, they can feel, etc. Aging after a growth period and then natural death. After a particular age, at the age of 80 or a maximum 80 or 90 or 100 will have. So after aging, after growth period, then natural death. So these all are the process of a living organism. Living organism are always unique compared with a non-living organism. So now we'll stop. Okay, now we'll move to biodiversity. Just we have spent only 10 minutes. So we'll stop with biodiversity. So we'll see biodiversity. Biodiversity. Okay. Okay. I'll say you the points. Okay. Okay. Biodiversity. Living organisms range from microscopic bacteria and algae to giant blue whale. This diversity of living forms is termed as biodiversity by Edward Wilson. Why I am not showing my video is somewhat blurred and some during some network connection a video is not proper, so that's why I am just saying the points by only speaking method. So okay, now living organism biodiversity. What do you mean biodiversity? Let's see. Living organism living organism range from only humans are living in this world. No, all either like microscopic organism to macroscopic organism. Microscopic organisms like bacteria, algae, bacteria, algae, fungus, etc. to macroorganism like blue whale, mammals, etc. So this diversity of living form this diversity of living form is known as biodiversity. This biodiversity term is said by Edward Wilson, the important one marker. Biodiversity, this term is termed by Edward Wilson. The term biodiversity combines two words. So basically we can separate a word. For example, we'll have biology. Bio is separate one and logy is separate. Bio means both animals and plants studying. Logy studying about what. So here biodiversity can be separated into two. Bio one word and diversity another word. So that's the same method. You can see here, I think video is too blur. Okay, I'll just say by only speech. Okay. The term biodiversity combines two words by Greek method. Okay, bios and diversity. Bios mean life, diversity difference form. Now we can easily understand what's the meaning of biodiversity. Our earth consists of more and more living organism. So those living organism has more microscopic to macroscopic organism. So that is known as biodiversity. So in tomorrow's class we'll see some 1 marks and systematics of biodiversity. So now I'll end up my class. Just a second. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching.